All right, you got a couple of more minutes warm up, and then we're going to start with.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages who are watching us online, on TV, or wherever else around the world. This is the FISE World Series presented by Honor, and you're here joining us live in Chengdu-China. This is the FISE World Series Roller Park Finals. You're joined by none other than myself, Ryan Meyer, and AJ Stein. AJ, man.
What's going on? AJ Stein here. A little less hyped today, a little more food poisoned.
Yes, one of the two. They're kind of switching teams in your stomach and mind, I heard.
Yep, we're out here having a good time, though. Everyone is enjoying their time at the FISE 2016 here in Chengdu, China.
It's been an amazing stop. It's so lovely to always come out to China. It's such a culture shock, but still so amazing in its right. You're living over here, so how is it on a day-to-day?
Yeah, on the day-to-day, it's pretty good. I mean, China can get you down. It's a struggle, but overall, life's easy. You get lots of free time, and we get things like this every so often.
And as well, you get some good conditions. It says cloudy, 12 degrees, 4-kilometer-an-hour wind, and 15% humidity. Relatively, that translates to perfect skating conditions. An amazing time out here for the spectators because the skaters are pumped, we're pumped, and the crowd's pumped because they're out in swarms right now. So we are going to talk about, this is the second stop for roller in FISE during the 5-part series. This is a 5-part series around the world, but we had the last stop of roller in Montpellier, France. That's where it all started off, May 4th to 8th in France. So we got things going. That's the originating spot of the FISE. We moved over the first time to Croatia. Osijek, Croatia had a nice warm welcoming, but for the first time ever initiated our inauguration into North America, where we entered and embarked into Denver, Colorado. That's where we made our spot and our footprint known. Moved all the way up north, trekked into the great Canadian outback of Edmonton, Alberta, and now we are here all the way across to the other side of the globe, Chengdu, China. It's the end of October. I believe it's the 29th or the 30th. I'm not too sure. It's all blending together right now.
I think tomorrow's Halloween. I think tomorrow's Halloween.
Oh, so it's the 30th. It's definitely the 30th.
What's up.
It's Halloween weekend here in China. But it's no costume matter right now. It is Roller Pro Park. Are you pumped?
Yeah, I'm as pumped as you can possibly be. We got a huge crew out here, some of the top rollers from around the world. We got a big contingent of the France riders. We got some from all over the globe, the UK, Australia, and we got a couple local riders joining us from here in China.
Let's talk about the overall ranking. I mean, FISE doing a World Series means that all the disciplines categorized under the umbrella of FISE get a world ranking, and right now this is how it looks. Walk us through the points battle.
So, up at the top here, we got Julien CUDOT. He's got 10,000 points, leading the World Series. Florian Petitcolim, 9,000. And following out the top third Romain ABRATE from France, 8,200. Below the top three, we got Romain Gaudiner from France at 7,700. Anthony Avella, also from France, 7,200. So you can see it's really a big French scene here at the FISE. Following them, we have Joe Atkinson out of Yorkshire, repping hard for Great Britain with 6,700. And that will round out our top six.
So beautiful stuff there. I mean, we have only had one other stop on the series, so that's why you see those even point breaks up towards the top. But it is going to be a fierce battle between Julien CUDOT and the other boys in our heat as well. Julien CUDOT ended up taking top honors yesterday in the semifinals. Let's check out his semifinals winning run from yesterday here at the FISE Chengdu.
Julien, there we go. Jumping in. Watch out for this man.
So Julien started out his run with a huge invert, real old school vert style. Big flat three. You'll see that in most of Julien's runs. It's such an impressive trick, but he can throw it with such consistency. The judges like to see it, and the fans really get hyped behind it. His course usage was great. I mean, it's obvious why this run got him first place. All around the course, coming all the way back up. Nice abstract 360 riding fakie, switching spins. Phillips over the top ramp. I mean, this was a great run. There is no doubt that he is the top rider from yesterday.
You got 20 seconds left, Julien.
So that will finish out our replay from yesterday's run. Julien hyped for the crowd.
One, here we go.
So amazing. Oh, and there's that huge drop in actually. Maybe we're going to get
yeah, looks like we got both the runs.
We got both stuff happening here. Julien CUDOT, I mean, he has now a battle when we go down to the UK boy, Joe Atkinson. So the diversity in style there, I mean, that's what it seems like it's going to come down to right now. Those are the last two riders that are going to be able to test their game out there. Can you maybe walk me through the differences between two of their styles?
Yeah, Julien more aerial, but I mean, he doesn't lack anything. None of the skaters lack any parts in their game. They can both do everything. Joe, more powerful, lots of big amplitude. As you can see here, Julien tricks on every single wall, lots of flips, lots of spins. I mean, either one of them could win any competition at any time. And that'll finish off the second run because it is the best two runs combined.
Exactly, and we do have a three-run format, but we're going to get into format, judging, and all that stuff in a second. If you guys want to stay involved in any of the action, make sure you get out on social media. Follow the FISE because that's the #1 spot to get all the action. Facebook, make sure you like the official one. That's with the blue check beside the name, FISE.official. On Instagram or Twitter, if you're more that type, @FISE World. Or you can find us on Snapchat, FISE World Series. Make sure you hashtag all your posts, FISE World, to get involved in all the conversation and the action. Let's take it down to our live MC, Yo-Yo, who's going to be walking us through the rider introduction on course.
Give you a good look at all of our riders out here lined up. You can see all black seems to be real popular these days. Quite the rollerblade style.
Jeremy Suarez. This guy is going big. Hi, Jeremy. Our next rider, only Asian qualifier, Chang Kai. He was killing it yesterday. Let's see what he's got today. Our powerhouse from Sydney, Australia, one of the best park riders on the planet, Mr. CJ Wellsmore. From France, absolute top newcomer, and here in China with us, Florian Petit-Colon. A well-known face to the FISE, killing it for years and years and years. From France, Stéphane Alfano. Coming all the way from Strasbourg in France, one of the most technical riders ever on a FISE street course. Give it up for Adrian and Absolute style king from Thailand, one of my personal favorites here in Asia, Jirasek Tasorn. And the park killer, he's won so many FISE competitions before. Give it up for the #1 from France, Roman ABRATE. From the UK, our second place qualifier from yesterday. He is killing it out here, Joe Atkinson. And our first place qualifier from yesterday, he is killing that course in all corners, Julien CUDOT.
And that does it for our rider introduction. You guys did not get the full names, just looking at their pretty faces. Let's take a look at our virtual start list. Walk you through who we are going to be seeing, starting off with Jeremy Suarez, moving into Hakai Jong, CJ Wellsmore, Florian Petticolin, Stefan Alfano, Adrian Ann, Jarasak Tasorn, Roman ABRATE, Joe Atkinson, and finishing it off with our first place semifinalist and leader of the series, Julien CUDOT.
Yeah, when you're talking international competition, this really is a who's who. These guys are at most of the competitions. It really shows with their stamina, with the way they ride, and how well they can do on the big, big course.
Moving into some other topics, we just went over the riders, but let's talk about who's going to be judging these athletes out here today.
Judging these athletes, we have some big names in the rollerblading industry. On the left, we have Freddie White, former producer, former everything doer at BMAG Magazine. In the middle, we got London local, Bay 66, reppin' Blake Bird out of the Dirty Dirty. And all the way to the right, we have street legend Mathieu Heinemann, a musical genius, just a craftsman on the skates.
I love Mathieu's pose there. Mathieu is the best, man. Actually, they're all the best. Love Freddie and the group. You guys are the most fun, I think. I think the rollerblade crew is the most fun to hang out with out of all the action sports I do. Like, I really have the most enjoyment with you guys.
Yeah, a bunch of happy dudes. Everyone seems to get out and about, nice and comfortable with each other.
Let's talk about some competition format. How is this going to weed down for us and for the riders?
So we're going to have 10 riders. They're each going to get 3 runs per heat, and the 2 best runs combined counts. It's a 0 to 100 per run, 200-point max, and following the finals, we're going to have a best trick contest.
So that's going to be a lot of skating for the riders out here today. 3 runs. We noticed a lot of fatigue. It's a huge course, 60 seconds on the clock, which means that the riders are going to be very fatigued even after 1 run, let alone doing 3. So it's going to be very interesting to see how all the athletes can handle the 3-run format, including that best trick.
So here we have a look at Jeremy Suarez. He's going to be getting us started off in his pink helmet, riding for Posey, Rollerblade, and Caltech. Suarez is at every FISE event, huge amplitude. Spent a year or 6 months here in China doing shows with the locals at a theme park. Starts off with a big double grab 360, transfers across, fishbrain stall, taking lots of speed across the course. Let's see what he's got. We think that was a soul grind, so we came out of the side quarter up to the big wall, the 12-foot wall, soul grind back in, sweaty to fakie. Fakie 7 using the whole course. Oh, even some spots you're not supposed to. We hope he's all right. You got 2 more runs, Suarez. Looks like he's a little bumped up on the right knee. It's a bummer to see. And that'll be it for Suarez. That finishes him off. Let's hope we can get out there for his rest of his heat, finish up his 2 lines.
Oh, that was a hard hit to the side there for Suarez.
Damn, just ventured off the course. It's a good-looking FISE course, though. Built well, not too much bounce, lots of different obstacles, tons of different stuff to use. And that'll put Suarez in first because he's our first rider.
He's going to set the mark here and see if Hakai Jong is able to... where's Hakai from?
Hakai's from Shandong, China. We actually live together. He's from a small city called Zibo. He works rollerblading shows, does kind of rollerblading cross-country trips. He's really involved in the sport here in country. Last year and for the last couple years, he's been the guy to deal with when you're doing championship competitions here in China. You see him with a nice inverted 720.
As he gets his flow on the course.
Yeah, you really got to decide what you want to do. Do you want to throw it all out there in your first run and hope to take it easy on the next two? Or do you kind of get 2 runs solid, hope you don't fall, and then put it all out there in the third run? The 2-run format really changes it up. It makes it different.
I think with riders like we have in this heat, I mean, I guess there isn't heat for this one per se, but I guess they're really going to have to go for broke from the start, I'm assuming. Just kind of have to get those runs out of the bag.
Yeah, it just depends on how they're feeling. Do they think they need to get warmed up with a first run, or can they just throw their bangers, get tricks on every wall, and then try to improve? It's just really a mind game there.
As we were watching yesterday, they had the heats split up into, had the riders split up into 3 different heats of 5 riders to get through that 12 rider format.
Here we take a look at CJ. CJ has been just getting beat up all week. 2 days ago, he collided with a Chinese rider. Yesterday, he came down awkward on his knee up there on the transition, limped off the course, but we hope he still got it.
Seems to be all good. Doing that one and only transfer from the spine to the box jump lip.
Yeah, looking good. Just straight air, carrying lots of speed.
Okay.
That's where he fell yesterday.
That's where he hurt his knee yesterday. Ended up coming into the side of that little mini quarter pipe. Ice stall up onto the sub box spine there.
Big mute air. Yeah, CJ's riding his own pro model, the CJ Wellsmore Sebas, and it looks like he's got 8 Go Project wheels down on the ground for speed. CJ wanted to say what's up to all the homies out in Oz. You need to check out Vine Street too. He's got a banger of a section coming out. Anything produced by Dom West you're going to want to see. He wants to throw it out to Ollie, all the kids back in Sydney. Finishing it off with a tuck invert. Looking good, CJ. It's good to see him healthy out there. You can see holding his chest. He said he's got a bump, possibly a cracked rib. I mean, he absolutely collided with a rider the day before yesterday.
Was that on course here at the FISE?
Yeah, it was on course, side to side. They both kind of came around the edge of the fly box where you can't see each other. And I mean, you run into CJ, it's like hitting a cannonball. He's little, he's compact. Yeah. Both of them just went flying.
Yeah. So tough luck, but we're waiting for the judge to reveal the score and bring in what they thought of CJ Wellsmore, and he is going to be your new leader, the Australian man in top honors there with that 76.33. That's going to be the score to beat. Florian Pettikolin dropping in with that 360.
Lots of speed, taking it all the way from the nipple, trying to get over to the wall. Weird angle on that. Hopefully we can see him hit that in another run. Florian's looking good, real athletic dude, competes in skate cross and is currently the world champion in skate cross events and free skate.
I know this is going to be quite the tight crew watching online, but for a TV audience, maybe you want to elaborate what skate cross is.
Yeah, skate cross is sort of like a slope style, but more speed. You have to hit obstacles, you have a time to beat, and you're racing against other people. So it really incorporates most parts of rollerblading, and as you can see, he can put it all together and win those kind of events. And that'll finish it out for Florian.
Are there many events like the FISE doing slopestyle roller like in Montpellier?
No, not so much. Used to be more, but now it seems that slopestyle really is unique to the FISE. I mean, it's great in winter sports. You can do it on a mountain, but to get it on a street is completely unique.
I think it's a very cool way to watch.
Yeah, it's kind of a throwback to the old ASA skate comps way back in the day.
Yeah. It's a very, very nice thing that they're doing in Montpellier. If you have a chance and you're over in Europe, maybe next year at the start of May, make sure you check us out.
And here we see, looking super fresh in his trigger skate gear, we got Stefan Alfano coming out of the south of France and Colombia. Big 360 Luke Hang to safety grab. The double grab really keeps it tight, makes it look real nice. Taking speed, bypassing. Oh, alley-oop. topsoul on the huge walk. We need a better angle on that, but that is an amazing trick. Technical, right into the 450 backside. Just putting a run together. If he can keep this clean, he's really got a chance to win it with this.
Maybe you can get a look in one of our other clips here, but that is a huge sub box.
Yeah, it's giant. It's I don't know, 12, 15 feet up there.
Yeah.
Solid run. It's a shame he couldn't hit that 3 soul. Ended up on the other side, but didn't seem to lose too much speed.
Dropping back into this backwards on the box to spine line.
Couldn't carry the speed, but nice line, real unique. That alley-oop topsoul was huge. That is a big trick. It's technical. It's got large amplitude. The judges are going to love that. And here we got to look at his 360. Safety grab to Liu Kang, landed clean. There we go. That alley-oop topsoul is huge, looking good in his own pro Gold Celtic freestyle frames. And that'll put him on top. I think that's the way it looks. Stefano Alfano definitely deserves to be #1 at this moment. That alley-oop topsoul was huge, spinning all over the course.
That's what it's looking like. Stefan Alfano, the Frenchman, 83.33. That is going to be the score to beat right now. As we're moving down the line to Jarasak to Sorn. He's going to be our next skater up.
Here we go. We got Adrian Ann dropping in for run 2, starting up on the large sub box.
Sorry, pardon me. It is Adrian Ann dropping in. My eyes deceive me.
And a fish brain up on the extension. Toe roll, keeping it technical over the hip. Trying to transfer fish brain. Trying to do it switch, but couldn't quite keep his body off the coping.
Adrian going back.
Yeah, sort of a rodeo, sort of rollerblade rodeo, backflip, kind of inverted 180. 270 back salve. Not really putting it together this run. Looking good on the 3 acid, but we're going to see better runs out of him today. Looking good in the trigger skates. Adrian's rocking his own brand of clothing. He's currently getting stuff made. He's rocking the prototypes. You might be able to pick it up sometime here soon.
Very interesting. Looks like
good lines, unique lines coming through here. And the rodeo flip. Very clean. So up next, we got Jarasak to Sorn. Jarasak is a dangerous rollerblader. He can do most tricks, and he can also do them switch. 900s, topside grinds, stuff up on the big sub box. So he's an exciting rider to watch. Maybe one of the best kept secrets in rollerblading.
Little funny fact, I stole his taxi cab yesterday while we were running away from the venue.
And there we go, Cork 900. Little zero spin topsoul stall. Getting it started with the biggest trick so far. Flat 3 over the spine.
Beautiful.
450, managing to stay up. If you stay up, the judges aren't going to penalize you, keeping your hands and feet tight.
Tons of pump flowing through the course here.
Yeah, lots of speed. Jarasak looking good. Got those Go Project wheels on, given to him by Joe Atkinson. Proper friendship out here at the FISE. Alley-oop soul on the big quarter. That's awesome. Oh, 270 back unity. Spin an alley-oop. Royale.
Whoa.
Hand plant.
Hanging up a little bit on that.
Yeah, the corners have been tough today.
Yeah.
Suarez ran into his. He just fell off one. It's a real tight course. Boop.
Maybe you guys should wax some of the coping out there.
No wax. Wax causes issues.
But issues with who?
I don't know. You don't really want to risk it for a biscuit, so sometimes you got to watch out. So take a look at the crowd out here. They're loving it. Just super hyped, getting the selfie game tight, getting everything working. It'll put him second. Second with a tight run. Nobody has really shown themselves to be above the competition so far, so we're kind of grouped in close there at the top 3. That could change real quick here with Roman, though.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Roman Abrat starting it off here.
900, large
Huge.
amplitude, real styly. 450 up onto the wall, landing on top of the sub box in the extension with a nice flat 3. Oh, hanging up, coming fakie 180 over the large spine. Little med spin 180, dropping back in. Full cap, alley-oop topside porn star, getting technical spin to grind. And there we see it switch up on the sub box.
Flat spin over that spine there.
Yeah, looking good. Rocking all power slide gear, USD skates, undercover wheels. That'll be it for Roman. No major falls, but he didn't seem too comfortable at the beginning of his run. I don't think it's going to be enough to put him on top.
Getting confident with those calls.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I've been doing this a bit.
We'll see.
And on top means pushing out Stefan Alfano, French rider with that 83.33, who is still holding it for the points lead right now on top of the board.
So let's see. We're waiting for our judges on the score. They're doing a great job out there. Hey, Joe. What's going on, Joe? Repping his Loco skates. You can catch them in Brighton, England for all your UK skate needs.
Joe Atkinson.
Yep, that'll put him second.
FISE lid. Yeah, there we go. Roman ABRATE bumps down Jarasak.
360, he's the first one to spin backwards over the box with a unique line coming around the wall ride. 360 back over the other side, carrying lots of speed, looking good in the white Solomon ST90s. All the way across, riding his own 72mm pro frame, pro wheel on some big frames by GC.
Like that line there, beauty line. Haven't seen another skater do that.
Real nice. Came off the quarter, hit the corner of the wall, and came back in on the other side with the Phillips 720. Really putting a unique line together, constantly spinning, and getting inverted with the backflip hand plant.
See that Joe has reserved a lot of his, has reserved a lot of his tricks out here for the final that we didn't see him do in semifinals yesterday.
Yeah, he put together a solid line down, stayed on his skates, didn't put his hand down unless it was a hand down trick. I think the judges will reward him with that. Looking good, Phillips 720. We've seen other riders do that today, but he put it all the way around to a 720.
The next boy up, we saw his last two runs from yesterday's semifinal. This is going to be none other than Julien CUDOT, the Frenchman who is sitting currently on top of our world ranking series with 10,000 points.
So trigger skate professional, 360 into the quarter pipe. Huge invert. That's such a good looking trick. Ooh. 3 double grab, looking all the way around, spotting his landing. Big 540s. Julien has come to win today.
Massive amplitude out of the skater here today.
Yeah, Julien's really got it on every obstacle. Street, park, slope style. There's nothing he can't skate. Been doing it for so long. Nice little abstract 3, then come and switch fakie 3. Oh, Phillips 66 over the extension. Put 2 hands down, so that'll probably cost him on that trick, but this run is looking great. Another Phillips, that was switch. You can tell me put the hand up. Kicking it swatch. Kicking it swatch. Alley-oop Mizu. Hanging up a little bit, but this has been a solid run. Might as well backflip. Why not? Good run for Julien. I don't know if that'll take Joe or Stefan off the top 2, but it very possibly could.
Because as you say that, well, Julien was finishing up his run. We got the judges' scores in, and Joe Atkinson is your new leader for the time being with an 86 even. That means Great Britain is on top of the board here in FISE Chengdu.
Yeah, that could be changing any second, though. We have to see when the score comes through from Julien.
And we are just getting the standings in. It is so. Julien CUDOT takes over that top spot. 87.66, bumps down Joe Atkinson, and it's a battle again to see who's able to get up into the 90s there.
Yeah, you can't count out anyone in that top 5, though. Anyone, we still got 2 more runs. They could put it together, come all the way to the top, and win themselves a FISE event.
As our next rider up, we have just gone through the full pull of the first full runs for our 10 finalists out here in the Blade Park Finals. We're going to be going for the second run now of Jeremy Suarez.
Yeah, we're going to give him a couple minutes to get warmed up here, and then we are going to get started. Got some of the locals in the background. We got Classic Patat with Little Hunter and Kevin Lee, who unfortunately didn't qualify today. Suarez going to head over to the big wall, coming all the way around the quarter pipes. Hoping he's not still hurt from his first run. Big 450 up into the extension. Big amplitude on the mute air. Slipping off his fish brain stall. Like to see the speed he's carrying here, though.
Suarez, one of the riders.
Soul grind on the top.
I was going to say one of the riders yesterday who had some of the highest amplitude on that box jump.
Yeah, he really does. He's powerful, and he pulls his legs up. He knows how to almost get flat. He looks up in the sky. He's a show rider at heart. He can absolutely step it up.
Beauty fakie 7 over that spine there as well.
That'll do it for him. He does look a bit tired out there. I hope he's still all right from the fall he took in the first run.
Slammed that wall. Looks like he maybe hit his pelvis or hip a little hard there, but that's going to do it for the Belgian boy, Jeremy Suarez. Let's take a couple looks at his run.
Big 450, and there's the soul grind. We get a good angle of it. That's
beautiful,
huge.
beautiful
That's
shot
risky.
Of just how high that sub box is right there. Hukai Jong getting ready to drop in here for his second attempt.
Yeah, Hakai's one of the dudes. He's really excited how the FISE just happened to come to China. It motivates the local guys to put themselves on a level with the pro riders. Clean wall ride, lots of speed all the way across the course. Disaster topsoul. Real nice trick, coming a solid line so far. Alley-oop soul, up, transfer to the 8-foot quarter. 360 mute grab, lots of amplitude, backflip hand plant up on the vert wall. Doing a real good job. I know there's a big contingency rooting for him here. His family's watching on the live cast. He's got his little students hanging out too. Lots of people are rooting for Hakai to do well. Let's see what he's gonna finish off here. Nice clean 540, landing real high on the ramp. Alley-oop porn star. And that'll finish out his run. That is a solid run.
Tweets coming in for Hakai. You're getting all the word from the boys at home, aren't you?
Yeah, all the word, all the word. So if you want to hit us up, head to the FISE Facebook. You can comment on the scroll below us. Let us know if we suck.
Totally.
Yeah, let us know if we're doing a good job.
Most of the times I
Tell us
pay
how
a
you
lot
feel.
of attention to that very harsh criticism. I take it dearly
let
to
us
heart.
know who you think's going to win.
But a man who really doesn't care that much about your opinion, he's just out here to skate. CJ Wells all the way from Australia.
Yeah, that'll be the cleanest one from the spine to the backside of the box. Let's see where he's heading now. Maybe we'll see the 630 transfer.
Whoa!
There we go, there we go. That's the one he got hurt on yesterday. He ended up coming down in the corner and messing up his knee, putting together a solid run, which is what we want to see from CJ. So CJ's rolling all around the course, pumping up the crowd, having a good time for himself. CJ's riding Go Project wheels. He'll be getting his own wheel here in the near future, 62 millimeters. So you can look out for that.
Yo.
Inverted backflip hand plant. Awesome. That was a real solid run from CJ. Best one we've seen of the weekend from him.
And he looks very ecstatic about that one as well, as he should be. Beautiful run out there from CJ Wellsmore.
Yep. Here we'll take another look at it. 630. Perfect. Just beautiful. And you can tell he's juiced. Suarez is juiced behind him. Real solid run. The amplitude wasn't as big as some of the other riders, but the style was, the tricks were. He's absolutely killing it.
And I think we might be getting word that that was a phenomenal run, and the judges maybe were liking that as well. I'll let you know in a minute. Florian Petkolin dropping in right now.
Yeah, skate cross champion. Real excited to see him in Chengdu for the first year. Nice unique line coming from the farther back quarter, carrying fakie speed across the quarter. 270 wall ride back into forward. Royale to fakie up on the extension. Nice little fakie 5 up in the corner. Fluorian's putting together a solid run for himself here. Technical tricks, got some grinds in, lots of spins, and getting inverted. 15 seconds for Florian. Great transfer over the hip. Front Savannah. Fakie 3 into the corner. And that should just about finish it off for Florian with the little fish brain over the nipple. Solid run for him, solid run for him. Stayed off the ground, managed to land all his tricks. I think he'll be happy with that.
Let's take some looks back at Florian's run.
Clean stale grab, kept it all the way through.
He was sitting with a 63 from his first run score.
Yeah, I think he'll be improving on that.
We're going to have to see how the judges hold it, because it is the best of 2 runs, so 2 runs are going to count. And that means actually right now we have a new leader. It's CJ Wellsmore, who is
up on top,
standing up on top.
154 as we watch Stefan Alfano dropping in from the big wall. Cork 720 into a flat 5, flat 450 with the angle there. Looking good in his Celtic frames, rocking Alcatraz pads, and riding the Julien CUDOT trigger skates. Alley-oop fish brain trying to get mega up on the big wall. That's a shame, but you can do that here with the 2-run format. You don't have to worry about it affecting you because you're going to get another run. It's a beautiful format. It really, riders have acclimated to it well. Wall ride up above the logo. Get a look at Stefan with all the riders out there. All black crew seems to be popular these days.
Stefan had a pretty killer first run at the 83.33.
Yeah.
Whoa, going high again.
Kept him on top for a while.
He's doing a bit of tests, I suppose, maybe for his 3rd run right now.
Yeah, if you were to put that all together, the big alley-oop fish brain, the soul stall up on the wall, that could be a run, that could be a run. But you're going to have to carry speed through the whole thing. Get a look at his nice Cork 720s. He does those clean.
And the next rider up to test it is going to be Adrian Ann.
Yeah, Adrian Ann, street inspired. He's rocking 57mm wheels, just 2 down on his trigger frames. Still manages to carry speed through the course when all the other riders will sort of rock the bigger frames. Here we see the wall ride through the middle. Alley-oop fish brain up on the extension. He did true fish brain there yesterday, so maybe we'll see that in the next run. Rolling across, unique line, dropping into the hip. Oh, awesome 630. Couldn't quite keep it down though. He'll pick it up. Adrian wants to say hi to everybody back home in France, back at Strasbourg, Xavier at Trigger, everyone at Nomad Skate Shop who supports him in Paris. Awesome 270 back Royale. And there it is, that's classic Adrian. 270 back fast slide to Seoul. That'll finish it off. He's not going to be too happy how that run went. He really holds himself to a high standard, so hopefully we'll see him put it together in the 3rd run.
As we had some more scores come in, Stefan Alfano has taken over that top spot with the first run score of 83.33 and his second 73.33. That puts him just above CJ Wellsmore with a 156.66.
And Suarez will finish it off. We're going to watch Jarasak rolling in right now. We're really rooting for him. So is the country of Thailand. Everyone back home, the Bangkok crew, Norakai, Warapoj. We're hoping he does well here. Beautiful inverted Cork 720 fish brain stall. Looking great with the Miller flip. Sweaty around the nip. 540, not carrying too much speed like some of the other riders, getting his hand down on the 270 back Roy. Wall ride up in the logo, enjoying the back corner section of the park. So we'll check it out. We've got 10 seconds left for Jarasak's run. Jarasak rocking black limited clothing and Valo skates. Wants to thank Them Goods for all the support and his clothing company for all the fresh gear. Take a look back at the replay. Get 360 dropping in, quarter to quarter. Cork 720, maybe more of a bio 720 the way he spins it. That's classic Jarosek. Here we take a look at Roman. Roman's riding under the power slide umbrella. Celtic frames, USD skates, looking great. Absolutely killing it in his undercover wheels. So here we go, Roman dropping in lots of speed from the big wall. Awesome 540. Kind of a stale fish, kind of an old school grab, getting the front foot, rocketed out like that. Back through the wall, he's the third rider today we've seen take that line. It used to be a unique line, it's still looking good. It brings you all the way across the course, which is really good to see. Taking air, just not looking super comfortable over the elongated spine. Getting it done. Roman's really enjoying his time here in China. He just finished up a tour out in South Africa. South America, been traveling all the way around. He'll be all through Europe coming up for the next months.
So is he basically as well doing kind of a worldwide tour?
Yeah, he's really promoting power slide skates, undercover wheels, his sponsors. They help him out quite a bit. He's just thankful to be able to do what he's doing, make money for it, and see the world.
If you are saying some words to maybe some fellow skaters out there wanting to make it out to some of these contests or maybe even into a professional atmosphere, how do you think you could help them out with that?
Preparation, you got to prepare. These contests are not expensive to come to. That's what everyone kind of thinks. Oh, we got to fly to China. It's going to be thousands of dollars in hotels. FISE will help you out. They'll help you with your reservations. They'll help you with your tickets. You got to let them know. You book your tickets 2 months ahead of time. It's going to be cheap. You can come to these events. You can watch. You can skate in the amateur. You can qualify for pros. There really is an opportunity for people to get involved.
That is one of the nicest things that I have to mention that FISE does. FISE is the only action sports world tour contest that is happening where amateurs are allowed to go. You have other events, say the big ones in America, you have to be invited professional. That is so difficult, and the FISE is the only one offering this up for amateurs. Meanwhile, one of the top professionals in the category.
Invited professional, huge flat three over the box. Very Suarez-esque three. Awesome looking 540. Full use of the course. 2 tricks in. He's already back on the other side. Oh, trying to go 450 soul to alley-oop soul like we said yesterday. Throwing it out for the crowd. He's still happy to be here. Looking good on his Loco Skates wheel and fresh in the shirt. I'd like to throw it out to Jake Ely. Everybody in the UK rooting for Joe back home and all of the riders from their respective countries.
Joe's just a straight up guy. Met him last year in China, actually. We had going down the hard
Joe
right
is
there.
a proper blagger. Proper blagger. He's getting into hotels. He's getting on trains. He's showing up at events. He's having a good time.
He's just a straight up guy.
So,
man who you'd love to have in your crew or on your team.
Yeah, we're all having a good time here at the FISE in Chengdu. Coming up next, we're gonna have Julien CUDOT's run, but first, huge flat three from Joe. Little transfer on the 540. We're hoping he can put it together in his third run. We're really rooting for him.
Regardless, scores in. Joe still sitting in second place with that run of the 73. If he improves, he has a huge chance.
Back flip drop in from CUDOT. That's become part of his trademark. Alley-oop wall ride back into the corner. We've seen nobody do that line. Heel click over the spine. 900. CUDOT is putting it together. Luckily, he's still at the top, so he can carry some speed to the bottom. Coming across, see him up on the big wall. Whoa. Back Royale, dropping up on the huge wall, coming all the way back around the course. Spinning everywhere in his Julien CUDOT Pro Model trigger skates. Looking good in the shirt, all black, back through the line. That'll be the 4th person to take that line today. It's a great way to get from one side of the course to the other.
As we talk about some of the other skaters, Roman ABRATE is your current leader right now with that overall 166.99. Joe Atkinson is in second place there with a 159. Stefano Fano rounding off the top 3 with the 156.66.
But we'll see. Julien just finished up. He's only got 1 score in the books. Is it going to change things? And yes, it is. That'll put Julien CUDOT in first place with a run-2 score of 92.33. That's going to give him a 179 total. So that'll put Julien CUDOT up top, followed by Roman ABRATE, and third, Joe Atkinson. So you can take a look at our scores here. The bottom, we're going to have Stefano Fano at 4, Jarosek at 5, CJ at 6, Jeremy Suarez from Belgium at 7, Adrien An at 8, Hakai Jong at 9, and Florian Petit-Colon will round it out at 10.
So keep in mind, those are the 2 scores combined. Riders now have a third opportunity to either better one of those scores.
Yeah,
and then
this
add it to their total. So this is kind of like where it's a make or break situation for a lot of these riders.
Yeah,
Jeremy Suarez.
This will be, I feel like this is probably the best part of the day for us.
Yeah.
This is the best part of the weekend. This is the last run of the riders that we want to see skate all weekend.
Jeremy Suarez.
Jeremy Suarez. Belgian reppin'. Let's see what he can do.
Ooh.
Throwing the 900. Just gung-ho, monstering around the course. Jeremy's a powerful dude. He can pick up speed quickly. Little disaster fish brain transfer. Wall ride. That's a sick wall ride. That's a real unique line, real unique trick. Coming across. Jeremy's carrying speed over to the big wall. Wall ride, rolling across the logo. 270 top, so real tech line. This is a real nice line from Jeremy. It's kind of unique. We don't see a lot of this in his skating. Fish brain, back over the hip. And the Kong. The nice Kong slide across the big spine. That's a good run from Jeremy. I think he'll improve his score, but I don't know if it'll be able to put him up.
As we hear Yo-Yo saying in the background, not sure if you guys hear that back at home, but after this third run, we are going to get the opportunity to see these riders compete in a best trick contest.
So coming up next from Zibo, Shandong, China, we got Hakai Zhong, our one local rider that made it into the finals today. I'm thinking 900. I know he's got him. And there it is, clean 900. He did put his hands down, so that's going to cost him a little bit. Disaster topsoul sliding all the way across the 12-foot quarter. Transferring hip up to the extension. Alley-oop soul grind. Using the whole course well. Lots of riders have really been getting all the way across the course today. It's been real productive for them. Backflip hand plant. We got 1 or 2 more tricks to finish it out here. And the inverted 720. He's having a hell of a line. He's really putting it together here for him.
Really very technical stuff, going all the way across the course, showcasing a lot of diversity in his tricks and riding.
And finishing it off with a 360. That'll be it for Hakai. Good run, good run. It's just a shame that he had to put his hand down at the 900 in the beginning. That is going to cost him in points. Speaking of points, these judges, they are judging on difficulty, height, flow, originality, style, consistency, the variety of tricks that you can throw out there, the control of the tricks, whether you put your hand down or not, landings, the use of the course, but most importantly, execution. You got to be able to put it all together, and that's what our judges' criteria for today is.
CJ Wellsmore, the Sydney Australian on deck right now. Take a look at our brief leaderboard. CUDOT, ABRATE, Suarez, Atkinson, Alfano, and Sasorn.
But we'll see if we can change something. Oh, that's the first one to drop in from the big, big wall ride coming all the way across. Little wall ride line. Carrying lots of speed, but not getting tricks done on each wall. Clean, stale, 540. In the background, we can hear world famous DJ Dadu repping the old school hip hop. Alley-oop 270 into the wall ride. 360, clutch CJ style. He's just so clean. Everything he does is so clean. 10 seconds left in CJ's run. Let's see what he can finish up with. Sol Tamakio dropping back in. CJ's grateful for the crowd out here in Chengdu. We are absolutely loving it.
been an amazing event out here. I want to thank everyone as well for supporting the FISE and our title sponsor, Honor, for coming along with us to all 5 of the stops: France, Croatia, the United States, Canada, and the last one right here in its hometown, China.
Woo! We'll take a look at Florian Petitcolon, getting ready to drop in for his 3rd run here at the FISE Finals. He is currently sitting, I believe, 2nd or 3rd in the World Series. So if he hopes to continue and to win a championship, he's going to have to do much better here in his 3rd run.
Florian.
We don't know too much about Florian. He's a quiet dude, keeps reserved to himself, but he gets on the course and does big tricks. I know the riders enjoy him being around here, and he's really happy with his time here in China for the first time.
He did not have the most progressive first run. Bumped it up significantly for the 2nd one. Let's see how he can do it in 3rd, if that's going to work more to his advantage.
Yep, riding in a nice grindhouse shirt, skating for Ciba, France. Awesome flat 5. Sort of backflip where you toss the 180 in at the end. Transferring across to catch his line, coming over the hips. Little fish brain tap. 540 up to the extension. And a nice rocket 3. Get inverted, very similar to his first couple lines, but he's managed to stay up, a couple inverted tricks, and he goes down. So that'll probably be it for Florian this weekend at FISE. Oh, we still got a best trick though. Did I do that with my mind?
Yes.
That could happen.
Yes.
Very mysterious. So we'll take a look back here. Big flat 5. He's got the tricks, he's got the repertoire to win it, but he just couldn't put it together in the 3rd run. But we're looking forward to seeing what he's going to do with best trick. Take a look at our big course out there, and then we got Southern France local, Stéphane Alfano, dangerous to win at any competition on any obstacles. He's immediately made the switch from razor skates. Now he has got himself a pair of triggers. Has started riding them this weekend. They look productive, like he's really enjoying them. Says they're comfortable in the Julien CUDOT.
Alfano currently is sitting in that 6th position with an overall of 156.66. His top run being the first run with that 83.33, his 2nd run 73.33. If he can get another run in the 80s, high 80s, he's going to be able to
start it off 360. So going for it, Stefano.
Really,
that was sick. That is such a big trick to start off your 3rd run. Really going for it there. I hope he doesn't give up. I hope he's not still looking for the entire run, because we want to see this 3 soul.
I think he wants to maybe do this one again in true FISE fashion. Let's see. Stéphane Alfano dropping back in.
Coming up. Oh, going alley fish brain, back nuking to soul. Just couldn't get it down. It's a shame to see. He's not happy with himself, but he's having a good time. He's looking good in the trigger skates, and we're happy to have him here with us.
Tossing out that signature gold helmet of his.
Yeah, looking good in the Alcatraz pads.
As we're weeding out to our next competitors, let's just take a look back at that.
Oh, that was going to be big. A bit dangerous, though. Just couldn't keep it over. It's a bummer to see.
Shredding the paint off of that coping up there would have maybe helped to have a tiny bit of wax up top.
No wax.
Adrian Ann.
Adrian Ann from Strasbourg dropping in, charging off the top into the big quarter. Coming around the wall, that'll put him in line to go to the other side of the course. True fish brain, grabbing it, keeping it old school. Sick run so far. Unique line up to the top of the box, coming towards the hip. Ooh, coming for the cork 630. We really wanted to see him land it. Fresh looking shirt though, that's a good looking shirt. He's got his own shirt company these days. You'll be able to buy it here in the near future. 270 back Royale. Looking great, 540 on top, very technical. We've said it over and over again, but he's super technical street skater. Can bring it to the park as well. Does a great job out here. And that'll finish it off for Adrian. That's probably not going to bump his score up too much. Currently sitting in 10th, but we got to finish out the third heat. Hope he's doing all right there. Looks to have gotten a little bumped. And there it is. Good looking, locked in. Couldn't quite get the grab, but the judges will count it. So we're waiting for the replay. We're waiting for the judges' score while we give you a look at Jarosek to Soren. Dropping in. Bio 900. That was huge.
To the bottom of that honor box.
A second 900, 2 hands down. That's not going to hurt him too much if you're doing 2 900s to begin your run. Missing on the sweaty, though. That's not what we like to see from Jarosek. Fishbrain installed, doing it for everyone back home at Thai. Currently training the Thai national team. Absolutely doing a great job for the folks back home. So we got 20 seconds left in Jarosek's run. Seeing a kind grind up on the 10-foot quarter, coming all the way across. It's going to be a switch sweaty on the ramp. So we got a last trick for Jarosek. It's a shame he couldn't get those 2 900s clean. Just doesn't have it left in the tank.
Jarosek to Soren, doing it for his third and final run out here in Chengdu.
Oh, that was the one. That was the way to start the line. It was looking good from there. Just couldn't keep it running. So there we go. That's a right foot. That's actually a switch foot. Very technical grind.
Coming up to our last riders, the 3 riders who were the top riders yesterday. The next one up, Roman ABRATE.
Yeah, Roman's got fans all over the world. He's huge in South America. He's big in Europe. He gets around. And he's generally just a real nice guy. People like having him at their comps and at their events. So we're hanging out waiting for the scores. Julien CUDOT at first. We got Roman ABRATE currently in second. Suarez is in third with Atkinson, Wellsmore, and Stefan Alfano making up our 4, 5, and 6. So we can hear Yo-Yo announcing there. Yo-Yo Jacoby, Winter Clash fame, showing us a big 900 from Roman ABRATE. Back across, hopefully he can get up to the wall here. All the way around, everybody loves the curve line.
Keep in mind there's only 2 riders left in this final of the roller park.
Double grab.
Roman is currently sitting in second place with that 169.99.
And these contests are going to have big implications for our overall ranking. Someone will not only be winning the FISE Chengdu, they're going to be winning the FISE World Series. So we're really excited to see how that's going to work out. And someone with as good a chance as anyone else is Roman ABRATE here. Big 450, real popular line up onto the wall ride. And that'll be it for Roman ABRATE. That was a good line. I think he's happy with that. It looks like the other riders are happy. The judges are up there deliberating. It's a good day to be rollerblading in Chengdu.
Taking some looks at Roman's run over here. Beautiful style, showing why he deserves to be on top right now in second place. But Joe Atkinson.
There we go, Yorkshire kid.
Joe is currently sitting in 4th position with a 159 overall. His second run had a few bobbles in it, scoring himself a 73. First score with an 86. This means if he can get higher than an 84, it's going to bump himself into a second place, but he's really gunning for that top spot over Julien CUDOT.
Yeah, so far, solid line, big flat 3 into a little 5 transfer. There we go, 450 alley-oop soul coming back over. You can tell he's maybe a little upset. You can see him clutching fists there on the wall ride, but I don't think it'll hurt him. Joe riding his Go Project wheels, 72 millimeter for go fast speed. Trying to run into a fakie line here, doing real good. Looks like he's a little bit slow there. I don't think he's given up. I think we're going to see something sick from the top. Joe's getting the best trick competition started early. Let's see where he's going here. You can hear Yo-Yo pushing him along. We got a time constraint here. Oh, and we got a nice clean 900.
Super
Very
clean.
clean. You don't see that from Joe a lot. You know he's juiced that he landed it. Let's just hope that combined with the rest of his run can help him get up in the top.
So like I had said, he's just outside of the bubble, sitting with a 159 in 4th position.
Nice, clean, stale fish grab. 450 sole, making it back over the top. Real technical lines. And the 900. The 900 from the Cayenne Kid just finished up the tour in Greece. We're real excited to see what Karsten Boyston's going to do with that footage. We're going to get a premiere at Winter Clash. So we're waiting for the judges while we take a look at one of the top rollerbladers in the world, Julien CUDOT, in his own pro trigger skate.
Who I believe is as well going to be looking at that judges leaderboard to see where the last skater just ends up. Joe Atkinson, that's what we're all waiting for right now. See how Joe Atkinson placed right now, getting the scores in. Atkinson is not going to do it. Julien CUDOT unofficially is going to be the winner here. Joe Atkinson bumping up into 2nd place with a 168, but it is not going to be enough to rival the 179.99 of your current top man of the hour, Julien CUDOT.
Oh, he's got a victory lap, but we'd like to see him still going in with the backflip. He could have taken it easy. He doesn't need to. Backflip, invert up on the big wall. The flat 3. This is the song from Julien CUDOT's trigger skate video, which was absolutely amazing trigger street section. 450. I think he might improve his run.
I like to see that. Not a slight bobble in a victory lap, just having fun out there and showing that he loves to skate.
Yeah, he's killing it. Unique lines, unique spins. He really enjoys being out here, and we love having him at the FISE. He's one of the largest riders. He does the biggest tricks, and he looks absolutely gassed up on the wall ride.
Calling him the comeback, I heard.
The comeback, he hasn't gone anywhere.
I mean,
Julian's been around the front flip transfer.
He's only 23 years old. He's been around since he was 10 years old.
That'll be it. That'll finish off the line for our FISE, what looks to be FISE Chengdu and FISE World Series champion.
There you go. That does it. Unofficially.
Unofficial.
Unofficially, because I am not a judge. I'm not making the official calls. I'm not handing out the prize money, but I am the voice right now of FISE, and I am saying Julien CUDOT has just taken the overall as well as 1st place here at FISE Chengdu. Here you go, the leaderboard. Julien CUDOT, Joe Atkinson, Romain ABRATE, Jeremy Sroez, Jarosak Torson, CJ Wellsmore, Stefan Alfano, Huikai Jong, Florian Pitikolen, and rounding off the top 10 there with Adrian Ann.
So now we get a best trick competition.
Bam!
That is exciting stuff.
I mean, we just thought that we were teasing you, telling you that we were done, but we are not. Best trick contest is coming up shortly.
So hang out. You got to... Oh, we're not going to show you the best trick contest.
We just got word that best trick is not going to be live. My apologies.
Damn, that's
My
disappointing.
apologies.
Sorry, everyone out there. We
should
should
have known that. I should have
Bad
just should have known better. I'm sorry to tease you like that. This is it. Then that's all the blading you guys get today. That's all the blading you guys get this year. You have to make sure that you join us next year in Montpellier. That's where we are going to end up with the next roller comp.
So it's been a great time here out at the FISE Chengdu. Take a look at I am here, AJ Stein. You can find me on Instagram and Snapchat at astein2. And my co-host here, Ryan Myers. We've been having a blast out here for the FISE 2016 Chengdu and World Championship.
Make sure you as well follow FISE if you want to get any of the other rider information. Thank you to AJ for introducing our social media handles, but let's talk about FISE. FISE, you can find us on Facebook, FISE.official. That's the official Facebook page of the FISE as well. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter at FISE World. Snapchat handle is FISE World Series. That's where you can find all this exclusive video content, stuff right here live from the event. As well, you have a lot of rider profile takeovers. Make sure you hashtag all the FISE World to get involved with all the action, as well any other social media content or media action. Check us out, FISE.tv. Check out the best highlight content from the roller contest right now, but that's it for us. On behalf of myself, Ryan Meyer, and AJ Stein, thank you very much and good night.